Back. It is a Money Monday indeed when we bring you the money guest. Erin Elmore joins us again for another segment. And usually, Erin, when newspapers endorse people, they endorse a single candidate. The New York Times did something strange. They endorsed two candidates, Amy Klobuchar and Elizabeth Warren. What is this about? They can't even choose a single woman?
It just shows, well, they can't choose anyone, let alone a single woman. It just shows that this endorsement is meaningless and useless because these two candidates have very little in common and their viewpoints are very different from each other. So the New York Times is effectively telling us we don't have one point of view. We don't stand behind one single thing. Our endorsement isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't it almost disrespectful to the women? Because, you know, for decades and decades and centuries, they endorse a single man,
right?
One guy.
One.
Why two women? They can't pick one. They say, well, we need two to have two horses in the race.
Because everyone loves a cat fight, right? It's kind of pathetic. And they also did something kind of funny. They called Elizabeth Warren, I believe the words were, in that article, a colorful storyteller. I would call that a pretty decent liar.
Yeah, a colorful storyteller.
Something like that. Might not be the exact verbiage, but
something like that.
Yeah, a storyteller. That's right, honey. You're telling a lot of stories.
She's been a lot of things so far, including
an honest wasn't one of them.
Yeah, she wasn't an honest Indian, was
no,
she?
Wasn't.
After all.
Yeah.
So these celebrities are driving me crazy. Really crazy. Okay. Robert De Niro used to be one of my favorites, right? He used to be like, to me, a legend. He played all these great roles and everything else. Now I can't stand him. I don't even want to watch a rerun of something that I used to love because I don't want to support anything about him.
It's not smart.
Somehow he thinks it's his place to jump into politics and start abusing the president. Here's what he just said about using his platform.
We're in such a dire situation, so deeply concerning to me and to so many others. I have to say something. And I thought I said it pretty well to Variety the other day, so I'm going to quote myself. There's right and there's wrong, and there's common sense and there's abuse of power. And as a citizen, I have as much right as anybody, an actor, an athlete, a musician, anybody else, to voice my opinion. And if I have a bigger voice because of my situation, I'm going to use it whenever I see a blatant abuse of power.
I'm speechless.
We're looking at each other
like wow. Why does he think it's his place? Who cares what the Raging Bull has to say about?
They say, as Laura Ingraham says, shut up and sing, shut up and act. You're not some great political mind of our generation to tell us how to think or feel or act. And he's being a bully, I think.
Most of these like celebrity endorsers, like Taylor Swift came out for Hillary Clinton, they never work.
Beyonce and Jay-Z came out for Hillary and that didn't work at all. And they're pretty much the biggest in their industry. You know what's funny? There's a great meme online. I love how the left is not nearly as good at the meme game as the right is. There was a picture of Robert De Niro on the set of The Irishman with these like platforms on his shoes that were literally like clown shoes this high, and they're like, yeah, you're the bigger man, dude.
He's little.
If you're such a big man, then just stand up and be a big man. Why you have to put on lifts this high? I think he's a joke.
Yeah, I think he turned himself into a joke. He was probably one of the most legendary actors of all time, and I think he's really destroyed his fame with half of America.
And I agree. And someone from Philly who watched The Irishman, that accent is not right. That's all I have to say.
It was a weak accent. What about the fight scene? It looked like a WWE fight. He wasn't even making contact. He was like kicking the air.
No.
I think he hurt himself. We didn't hurt ourselves at all having Erin Elmore here. Thank you so much, my friend. You got to come back some more. Cheers to you. Cheers to you on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Sit right there. Brew yourself up a fresh, cold one. We're going to come back right after this with Kimberly Guilfoyle, Dr. Robbie Ludwig, Josh Kravitz, and others will be here, Joe Pignon, right after this.